Morning. Today is Thursday, February 13th, 5:53 a.m. And hi, I'm Beth, and this is my box. I'm at work right now, so this is what I do. This video series is pretty much kind of like a blog or a vlog with my thoughts and inputs on various topics. Um, Apparently, I got a whole lot of views that were regarding Kendrick as well as dumbass white men. For those who haven't looked at my other videos, I am very into the white man's version of history of this country because my ancestors came to America in 1650. So I had done a lot of research regarding my family and all the things, not all the things, because it's kind of hard to do all the things, but looking back into the time frame in which they moved among the shakers and makers of the time. My ancestral family had hung out with Thomas Jefferson. They knew George Washington. They helped out Hamilton when he had issues. It's a whole thing that the it's kind of like now the people that had the money all kind of associated with each other. Same goes with back then. All the people who had the money kind of all hung out together and knew each other. You know what I mean? And because it was less people than there is now, you had a broader understanding of who was in your rich circle. But also, in essence, a lot of what's helped to start this country, I know that the historians, and by all indications of what has been rediscovered about American history, states that the Masons didn't officially get started until like 17 something or other. I don't remember the date because it's not in front of me. And they said it actually started maybe in Pennsylvania first. I'm not 100% sure on that because that's not where my research took me, because I was studying more so about Virginia because that's where my ancestors came and helped to build into what we know as America today. So I'm very, very geared towards at least the white person's history of how this country came into being. So when I see all of the everythingness that has gone on here just recently with re-electing the illegitimate, ignorant orange butthole, orange Mussolini, if you will. Yeah, I have a lot of feelings about that, but I also have a lot of issues towards people who happen to be the same skin tone as me, including my mother, my brother, and other folks that I know that are white that voted for this guy, even having everybody witnessed January 6th when they did the insurrection. And for some reason, all these people that voted for the MAGA Dumpian, they forgot about it. So I'm like, I don't understand that. To me, that's like, it's clear. It's in your face. You saw it happen. I'm not delusional. You saw it too. So I don't understand how they can see that as being okay, and let's go ahead and elect him anyway. First of all, let me lay the understanding of how I feel. Dumpian, the Trumpster, he is a cheater. He has cheated at everything his entire life. So don't tell me on this last time when he was a desperate fool trying to avoid going to jail that he didn't cheat. Because he did. Because that's who he is. If you're wanting to believe that he didn't cheat, then that's on you. Yeah, I don't have any proof about that, but I also know who the man is. The man is a cheater, and cheaters are going to cheat. And some of this cheating happened right in front of your face, where Elon Musk was handing out $1 million a day if people signed up for this whatever or whatever. It was all bullshit anyway. But the bottom line is that if they did that in your face, imagine what they were doing behind the scenes. And then you had all these red states purging illegitimate votes or voters from the voter roll, which is a whole bunch of bogus bullshit. What it is another way to keep the black man down. Y'all are so afraid of the black man that you voted for a lie so that you could hurt yourself. And yeah, it's going to hurt all of us because Dumpian has handed the reins over to Elon Musk. So yeah, you didn't vote for Elon Musk, but you know what? You got Elon Musk. We all got Elon Musk because, again, the orange maniac is a cheater and he wanted to stay out of jail. So he had Elon Musk buy his way into the presidency. So now Elon Musk is acting like he is the president because he bought his way in. That's what you red people did, all because you hate the black people, which is just stupid. It's stupid. Oh, and the thing that's really sad about the whole thing is all these programs that you wanted to get rid of because it helped the black people that white people have oppressed for ever since this country has been established. You wanted to hurt the black people so bad that you were willing to hurt yourself. So now the farmers are waking up to, oh shit, if we get rid of WIC, then we get rid of all that extra money we got coming to us. And I know how the red Magadonians out there love to talk about getting rid of welfare queens, but the red states, the ones that are primarily Republican, they're the biggest welfare queens in the entire system. It's the blue states that help support the red states. The blue states are not the ones that get the money for subsidies or whatever's. Blue states don't often get that money unless there's a hurricane or some shit. All right? It's the red states that get that. So the only thing that I can manage to conceive is the fact that white people prefer the lie over the truth. There's no other way I can explain it to you, okay? Everything, if it resembles a black person, the white person has a very difficult time saying, oh shit, no, it wasn't the black people that invented rock and roll, it was Elvis Presley. Maybe you should do some research on that. Elvis Presley was impressed by the black folk who were doing their thing, and that's how he learned how to do his thing. So no, Elvis Presley did not invent rock and roll. Get over yourselves. Y'all need to step up and get a grip on the reality with what the truth is. And what you've been believing all your gosh darn lives is a lie. Stop hating on the black people because all that does is make you look like an idiot. Okay? If the person is an asshole, regardless of skin color, then they're going to be an asshole. And yes, there are white assholes and there are black assholes. But you white assholes want to vote for the largest asshole that's so large that he can't contain it anymore and he has to wear protective coverings to catch it when it starts dripping out. Or he pushes it out because I think he gets a twisted kind of pleasure to sit there and shit in front of everybody. You know what I mean? He's the dude is mentally deficient, and you have fallen in love with a mentally deficient individual, both for his soul and his just humanity. So that's on you. You're the one that wants to not believe the truth. You're the one that wants to believe the lie. Kendrick was trying to point that out to you in the game, and you were so mad that it was so black that you couldn't grasp onto it. Again, that goes back to you. That's a you problem. That's not a black person problem. That's a black person trying to point out the truth to everyone, and you didn't take the time to go and investigate. I took the time to go and investigate it because I knew I was ignorant. I knew nothing about Kendrick, and I still know nothing about Kendrick, really. All I really know is dude put on a show and a half, and he had Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam. So I can't be mad at that. Nah. Nah, it's not our fault or their fault that you're the one with the issue. And a lot of it comes back down to money or whatever. But still, y'all, people need to get a freaking grip because you're hurting everybody. And I know, you've been watching your Fox News for so long that you don't even realize that the propaganda that you're watching, consuming, and repeating is just vulgar propaganda. And because it's been going on for so long, your brain has been mentally wired to believe that this stuff is true. And it's not. And again, I reiterate, Fox Not News is run by a foreigner. Hello? You hate all these foreigners, apparently, but it's okay when it's Fox News. You want to get rid of illegal brown people because, they're not here legally, but yet you have no problem with accepting the white rich man, Elon Musk, who violated his own visa. Okay? You have no problem getting rid of the little brown people who are helping to pick your vegetables, but you won't get rid of the rich megalomania of Elon Musk. He is just as illegal as the rest of them. Okay? When it comes from a white person, you have no problem with accepting and bending the rules. But when it's a black or brown person, oh, heaven forbid, they sneeze not when they were allowed to. What the fuck is that? How black people can still get along with white people is kind of astounding, really, when you think about all the horrific things that have happened to the black culture as a whole throughout the entire existence of America. If you want more education on these facts, then you must listen to Lurie Favors. She's got a show on Sirius XM, and she also has some YouTube channels, which I'm grateful for because I don't do Sirius XM. That's one more corporation dollar that they're not getting from me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of great stuff on Sirius, but she has now come over to YouTube, and she is full of intelligence, full of wisdom, and she points things out in a way that I had not been exposed to before because I live in my sheltered white bubble. Most part, you know what I mean? Even though I'm more broad in my wanting to learn more in any other culture. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I very much am into American history, more so the white side because I'm white. It's my family history kind of thing. But I'm also into foreign countries and what their cultures are like because I find it fascinating. Busch Gardens here in Virginia is set up in countries. So you got Italy, Germany, France. They don't have an Africa, which is amazing because they really should. Anyway, so as a child, when I was going to Busch Gardens, I loved it because it was my version of a vacation that I'd probably never have, which is to go and explore different countries and different cultures. So that's why I really loved it. It was like I was able to tour the world, even if it was just a silly amusement park. The park did a great job on breaking down typical things of the different countries that people are familiar with. Like if you go to the Germany section of Busch Gardens, you have the Oktoberfest where you can sing and drink beer and eins, zwei, drei, Zumba. You know what I mean? It was just a lot of fun to go there, get something to eat, watch the show, and then you could go to the bumper cars afterwards. I like culture. I like multiple colors in humanity, in anything really, because if you're going to have a garden, I'd rather have the garden full of a variety of different colors, even if it's like sectioned off, like yellow daffodils and yellow tulips and Rod's coming, excuse me, he's such a goob. And see, that's it's a tragedy because he is a Republican, and I've heard him spew some of the same propaganda that Fox News puts out. And sadly, he believes it because that's what he's watching. That's what he chooses to watch. So he believes what they're saying to him. Because back in the day, before Reagan, there used to be a rule where if you were a news broadcaster or whatever, you had to tell the truth. Or you had to present the other side. That's what it was. You had to present the other side. Well, once Reagan came in, they didn't want you to know the other side. They just wanted their one-sidedness of it because Reagan was part of the whole Republican push to get people to stop trusting in this system, stop trusting voting, stop trusting the government, stop trusting your politicians, stop trusting the news. It's been a whole thing for over 40 years, which is why it's so difficult for people like me to get through to Magadonians, because they've been spoon-fed this information for so long that they don't know any better. So yeah, we can get mad at them all we want, but they've been brainwashed by the biggest cult out there. You could say they're in the David Koresh cult, simply because everybody believed David Koresh too. It's the new version of Jim Jones. The only main difference between Jim Jones and Dumpy Boy is the fact that Dumpy Boy's going to charge you for the goddamn Kool-Aid. And you're still going to drink it like, ooh, I'm so special. You're not special when you're drinking the Kool-Aid. The only way that we can get out of this fuckery that we're in is for the people to rise up. All of you, all of us. We all have to rise up together, because otherwise this country that people, both sides, profess that they love is going to go down. And it's going to go down because the white man was too proud to admit that he fucked up. He believed in the lie that has been perpetuated forever. And you have to understand, Dumpy Boy does not give a shit about you. He even told you to your face, and you laughed at it like it was a joke. He said, I don't care about you. I just want your vote. And you're like, oh, that's so funny, when it was actually the truth. That's so diabolical of this man. He'll tell you straight up to your face, call you a fucking loon for voting for him, and then you laugh at it, and you think he's just making that shit up. He's very, very skilled at media manipulation, because he's wanted to be of the in crowd for so long that he bullies his way into it. He's not in the in crowd. He'll never be in the in crowd. He will always be standing on the sidelines looking in and being jealous and mad that nobody likes the Dumpian. And then he'll do more horrific things so that, again, more people don't like the Dumpian. He's got Steve Miller as a best friend. Can you imagine? Ugh. That guy's just creepy as ugh. So yeah, Kendrick's listening. Come on, man. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. Bring it on down. I for all the research that I did about how this country was formed and how the arrogant, rich white man has twisted it into their own conception of what they thought it was, it's just mind-boggling to me. 40 years worth of mental punishment is what these people have done to us. Anyway, I'm basically at my 20-minute mark of just going off. So thank y'all for listening. I appreciate it. Go watch Lurie Favors. Lurie Favors freaking rocks when it comes to qualified, truthful information. Because if we don't come together on this, we're all effed. Yeah. Anyway, take care of yourselves because that's all we got. Okay? Peace out, people.